Yo, we're in the building. It's that time. What's it? Yeah. Let some people come on in. Get that little bullshit noise off. Let's get to it. See what's going on with these cartels, you know? All this is about to end. I always say when you at the beginning of the end, you don't really realize you at the end because you're at the beginning of the end. So you just witnessing the beginning. That's all. That's why it look weird and strange, like, you know. And everybody going after them in South America. But I'm gonna explain to you why. Why the cartel is no longer needed. And make no mistake about it, plenty of the American governments or associates of the American, and when I say American, I mean United States, Mexico's government, you know, Argentina, Venezuela, Chile, Brazil, and etc. You know, even Canada. These government officials and leaders was in bed with these cartels once upon a time. And now, what's crazy, they'll sit back and make movies and documents telling us. You know, they'll tell us 40, 30 years later, oh yeah, you know, we knew about this guy, yeah, we knew this was happening, and yeah, we had intel on it. But at that time, what they was offering was needed to dumb down the American people and the American people throughout the Americas, the countries in America, you know. And so at that time, what the cartels was providing was needed. It's no longer needed, and no longer are they services. One of the things that the cartel what's about to take place is we finna go cashless. And when you trying to build when you're on your way to building a cashless society, you have to go after anyone who's able to continue to produce untraceable money. And no one in the Americas, I don't know about across, you know, the ocean, but when it comes to the Americas, no one is better at accumulating untraceable money than the cartel. And you cannot have that when you're trying to run everything through a system. See, where we are going is the B system, and where AI will have the omnipresence in this system, which means in this system that we are going into, AI is God. Common sense approach. What are you talking about? AI is God in this new system. Well, AI will be what you would call the omnipresence. It will be the one source of energy that's of intelligence that will be able to be in multiple places at once and be able to interact with multiple individuals, multiple machinery, robots and devices, and be able to give each and every, whether machine or human who's interacting with AI, a different result. The only other source of energy that should be able to do that or that can do that is God. So in this new world that you're going in, AI is now your omnipresence. Okay? It's the one source of energy that can be everywhere. And in this new system, it has to have track of every dollar. No dollar can get past. It has to know who's spending it and who's collecting it. You know this is true. So the cartel has to go. No more loose money. Okay? If you can stop the cartel loose money, you can stop a lot of other people's loose money who depends on the cartel. That makes sense? So if you can stop the cartel, then you can stop the other people who depend on the cartel. See, they going straight after the snake head. They not playing no games. And they basically have told every country, put the pedal to the metal. They have worn out the people to the point that the people don't even care. The people like, so what? Just get rid of them. We don't care no more. We don't care if you gotta drop bombs on their ass, raid them. We don't even care no more. They involved in so much that the government's been knowing that they've been involved in. That's the hurting part. Is that we gotta sit back and act like the government these governments of these countries are doing some good when they just eliminating what they helped create. What some people will call cutting off loose ends or cleaning up loose ends. But it's all about money at the same time because we going into a cashless society. And like I say, it's funny when you seeing things from the beginning. You know, and then when the end of that situation, you be like, shit. Yeah, I remember when it first started, you didn't see it then. But to get into this cashless society, the cartel and that loose money that they provide has to go. Or you will never have a successful cashless society. So the cartel has to go. And the whole America is going cashless. Don't think it's just the United States. No, everybody's going cashless. Everybody. But all this loose money running up through the Americas, has to go. They started from Canada all the way down to fucking Argentina. Okay? Unpresidential war on cartels. You hear that? You see that? Latin American countries. Not just America, not just Mexico, not just Chile, not just Colombia. Everybody has got the memo. Whatever you need, we will provide. That's the powers to be talking. Get rid of them. We finna go to a cashless society, y'all. And the cartel has to go. They have too much untraceable money. Too much. They have too much. And so when you doing something like this, you got to cut off those small hand-to-hand hustles too. That's why everything is seeming to be a little bit harder with hand-to-hand hustles out here. You know what I'm saying? They eliminating that because everything has to run through the system now. AI has to know every dollar. That's why when you try to Cash App or Zelle somebody right now, you got to explain why. I used to just Zelle and Cash App people and just send it. Now they stop you right there. Hey, why you sending this money out? Okay, we already know who you're sending it to, but why are you sending it now? Now I have to tell you why I'm sending my money to my little sister. I have to tell you who I'm sending. Why? You already know who I'm sending it to. And now I have to tell you why I'm sending it. You have to pay attention to the small pieces of control to know if they gain a bigger piece of that, how they gonna act with you. They already acting like this with you. Who you sending it to and why you sending it? You already questioning me. So we allowed you to take us further into this beast system. It's not even a question no more. You must know. You're not even asking. You want to know off top every dollar, listen to me, every piece of change will disappear. The penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter. Slowly they finna take all that shit away because everything has to go digital. It has to. That's why they want everybody making money some way, some shape, form, and fashion through social interactions, I call it. You know, working through the net. They want you to make your money through the net, get locked into it. They want everything ran through this system, every dollar. In the cartel, they pose a huge problem because they keep loose money going. They keep loose money going. Okay, they bring their products to America. It get dropped off to whoever. That money get, hand in hand. Then they put it to the smaller dealers, but the big in some neighborhoods, and then so forth and so much. They accumulate so much untraceable money. That has to stop when you trying to. No, I don't even care about you. No, subscribe. I'm not here for that. I'm just doing a video. I'm just trying to let the people know where they're going. And so the cartel gonna put up a fight through all these South American countries, but America is real slick, or the powers to be, I call it. So what they did was they went down here. You can see right here, even in Kentucky, this just happened. They went in and knocked off and arrested 51 members arrested of a cartel, all through Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia. This just happened. I'm talking about the destruction of the cartel. Yeah, you don't live nowhere. Get your goofy ass out of here. Talking about you live somewhere. The cartel is over with. It's point blank. Now look at here, right here. Now we know America just gave Argentina $20 billion. And so most people couldn't figure out, why the fuck did America give Argentina $20 billion? They gave them $20 billion so they can be able to occupy the furthest part of Argentina. Okay? This is what America has, or the powers to be, if you like to call, has occupied down here in Patagonia. They have this property down here. Once they set up these star bases down here, you can't leave from this way. That's why they gave Argentina that $20 billion so they can occupy this land down here. Now read this right here. They tell you. Southernmost part of Argentina. Now look right here. A Stargate site is also being developed in Patagonia, Argentina. Is described as the project's first site in Latin America. So right here alone, they letting you know. People don't be paying attention. They think they just gave Argentina $20 billion. They gave it to them so they can occupy the furthermost southern part of Argentina. This is the end of South America right here. Once you get all the way down here, this land they didn't occupy, that they didn't got from Argentina to build these databases. There's no escaping from this way. Okay? You locked in. So for any of the cartel that thought they can come this way, you're not coming southern. You're not coming down in Argentina escaping. You're not coming up in North America escaping. It's over for the cartel. Period. Within the next 4 years, they finna apply so much fucking pressure, and anybody get caught doing any dealings with the cartel, your ass gonna be gone just with them. And they killing on sight because they now have labeled them and also street gangs as terrorists. And they saying they have the right to kill anybody that's a terrorist that's making a play on America. But what they not telling you is all American countries are in on it. All American countries finna start pushing on the cartels. Do you understand that? All American countries are finna start pushing on the cartel. Cause they gotta go. They did their job. It's over with. Brazil just went in and knocked off like 64 drug dealers, gangbangers, just a couple days ago. Where's Brazil? Right there next to Argentina. Where's Brazil? Right there next to Argentina. Okay, they own that. It's over with. Well, who they just get? The lady that was in Chicago, supposed to have been a queen, drug queen. They just got her. Anybody associated with the cartel, from this moment forth, I'm telling you now, that shit is over with within the next 4 years. You get caught saying you even with the cartel, that shit might be death. Especially in some of them South American countries. Everything comes to an end. Y'all know that. We finna go paperless. We finna go cashless. Okay, when you go cashless, you can't have drug dealers around. They create too much untraceable shit. Can't have drug dealers around when you're trying to do something like that. And plus now they have everything synthetic now. They got your synthetic cocaine and your synthetic ecstasy and synthetic all your stuff, your drugs now. They don't, even your weed now, the marijuana shit, that shit ain't even real y'all smoking. That shit GMO and synthetic, artificial ass shit. So now they like, hey, we got this now. We don't need them no more. They gotta go. I mean, y'all might not be able to see it right now. And that's cool. But I see it clear as day. We finna go to a cashless society. Every dollar must be traced. And as long as you allowing the cartel to thrive in the Americas, and I mean every American country, you'll never be able to lock it down like they want to. You'll never be able to trace every dollar. You'll never be able to put everything in the system. Because they gonna always be having some way to, you know what I'm saying, disguise and hide, and it's just too much when you're dealing with the cartel. They ain't got too much power and they have a lot of knowledge as well. And so they just finna start smoking them out now. And tell anybody who associated with them, they gonna take your livelihood from your ass. And they gonna mean that shit too. Cause they finna set some examples. They not playing. That's why they just bombed the boat, just blew their ass out the water. Ain't nobody finna be talking. They don't care who cry about it. It's inhumane and inhumane, and they don't give a fuck what you talking about. Because they got a mission, a goal. This is a new world order. Y'all don't get that? This is a new world order. And I don't know if y'all think it take a long time to straighten some shit out, but it don't. As long as they can keep y'all distracted and goofing around, they good. Keep you stressed out, wondering about tomorrow. Are we gonna eat? Are they gonna take my stamps? Can I find a job? Housing is like this, and gas is like this, and payments is like this. And as long as they keep you stressed and distracted and entertained, they can easily slide it up on us within the next 4 years. It don't take long. That's why Trump is the perfect person for them to do it. Trump ain't finna take no rest. He ain't finna be sleeping on the job. And he all full steam ahead. And it does not take that long. In 1 year, look what he done already, whether you like it or not. Now, I'm not here to praise or not, or, to pick a side here, if he right or wrong. I'm here to break down the facts of where we going. And where we going is a cashless society, an artificial and synthetic way of living. Okay, everything must be ran through artificial intelligence is where we going. So that's an artificial and synthetic, and all your food and shit gonna be GMO. Artificial coloring, artificial tasting, artificial everything. And so if people thought that a time wasn't gonna come when the cartel, nobody was gonna say, okay, it's time for them to go. When they show you futuristic movies, they don't never show you the cartel. The cartel don't even be mentioned. Never seen a damn movie in the future and the cartel was around. You always see man and woman fighting and struggling to get their freedom and sovereignty back. Yeah, that's what the fuck gonna happen. Fighting all the movies, they always struggling to get their sovereignty back. You don't see no goddamn gangs around. You see people motherfucking underground trying to figure out how the hell we gonna make it. How we let these people get us like this? Where did we fall asleep at? Right now. Right now. What are you talking about? Where? Right now is where you sleep at. They trying to wonder, like, in the Matrix. I used to wonder in the Matrix, like, when they had to free Neo and he was in that little egg-looking thing, and they sent the robot down, the highly advanced piece of machinery down, because I don't even want to call that thing a robot. That was a highly advanced piece of machinery. And it came and got Neo out the little chamber thing and pulled all the cords up out of him. And he looked around. And he seen all them towers and towers of bubbles of people. Well, number one thing I'm telling you didn't see. You didn't see no goddamn trees, no grass, no nothing. You didn't see nothing natural. I don't think in the whole Matrix movie you seen goddamn something natural. Okay? Not a plant. But I used to always wonder, how did they get them to go? How did they get them in them bubbles? Like where did they fall off to the point where they couldn't see that they was, like, how did they get them? Like, how did they get them in this sleep state? And as I'm looking now, I'm like, damn, God is good. Like, that I'm able to see the beginning of the end. Only a few can see that. And so it's very much necessary that the cartel go. I don't know why people thought that they was gonna be around for so long. That shit is over with. Even the cartel know that. They trying to shoot over to Europe and all that now. Y'all ain't been keeping up. The cartel even know it's over with. They building all these data centers. They got the cartel trapped, y'all. I'm telling you, they didn't trap them people, man. They don't even realize how trapped America has them. I mean, the powers to be. Again, people, they gave Argentina $20 billion just so they can occupy and put this Stargate. If you look down here where it say Argentina, a Stargate site is also being developed in Patagonia, Argentina, and is described as the project's first site in Latin America. The spot is all the way down here at the end. When them cartel people think they finna run out of Mexico and out of all them countries up there and run down to... No, it's not finna happen, bro. They literally finna box them in and destroy all their ass. They got to go with all that untraceable money. They gotta go. They know who they are. They been knowing who they are for decades because they was in cahoots with them at first to help push that shit through the black community. It was cool helping push that shit all through America. So they know who the cartel is. They been knowing who they are. CIA been down there. Okay? This is not a game. Look at this. In Texas, they building 2 Stargate data centers. What you think a data says? Who you think they collecting data? First of all, let's speak on the word data. Basically, information. Who the hell do you think they collecting information on? What's around you that you think is so important other than you? Give it to me now. Help me out. Your begging ass dog who wanna eat every fucking thing you see? Or your curtain scratching ass cat? Give it to me. What do you think on this fucking earth is more important than you? What's more important than getting data on you, on God's most important creation? That's God's words, not mine. What make you think it's something worth getting data on other than you? What, a rock? Huh? Give it to me now. Please, somebody help me out. Since you think you so not important. Instead they convinced you that there's so much going on in the galaxy that you just a speck. But they steady building fucking data centers around you. They're building the data centers around you. Okay, if outer space was so and galaxies was so important, won't they build the motherfuckers up there and do some inspecting and get some information going on? Why are you spending, hold on, why are you spending $1 trillion? Why are you spending $1 trillion on data centers on Earth? Who are you trying to get information on? Who are you studying? Who are you studying? Insects? They know everything about them. You are the one that's confusing. You know why you confusing? Well, number one, because you have the ability to think without being heard. And that's very confusing. It's very unpredictable. And they don't like that. They do not like the fact that you can think without being heard. They don't like that. That's why they came with the social media project. That's what I call it. It's that reverse engineering thing that they do. If they can't read your mind, they get you to tell what's on your mind. And so you also have the freedom of choice. Now, some of our choices can be deadly, but you still have the right to choose it if you want to. And so insects and flowers and, anything else that's around you that these data centers can be collecting information on, it's been done. It's over. It's not that important. It's you. And so that's what I mean when I say the cartel has to go now. That's a fact. Everybody know that deep down. They've been talking about it. They've been winking at it. They've been creating situations where people can start having a more and more. You know what they've been doing? They've been informing people more about the cartels. And the more that you are informed about them, the less likely you will care about what happens to them. Do that make sense? You see a person getting hurt, you like, oh, why is that guy over there getting jumped on? But then I tell you, hey, that guy just molested a 9-year-old girl. You grab pom-poms. You see what I'm saying? And so they did a good job over the last few years, constantly informing people about the cartel, people who didn't even care about it, knowing about the cartel. They started making little shows, little movies. You know what I'm saying? Even allowing some of their lavish life to be seen and not be disturbed. Because they have to also allow you to see the cartel enjoying themselves in blood money. And so every time one of them get a little money, they don't want to just go and lock them up and take everything. They could. They might have to fight to get them. I ain't gonna tell you it's, the cartel is weak and you could just walk in. But I'm saying, they could do that. They could just see somebody getting money and just go in at them. But sometimes they have to get something for the people to see before they make. You gotta lose a little to gain a lot. And so they sit back and allow you and get footage of the cartel living lavish lives. Like they got the one guy on social media with the whole gold belt. Showing you with them all these roles, just lavish lives. But they also want to show you the destruction that they cause to receive these lavish lives. And so when they go in to destroy them, you have no feeling towards that. You don't care. People like, yeah, get them. We don't care if it was 11 people just riding on the boat that we could have just rolled up and arrested them. We could have rolled up 2-3 boats, a helicopter, and said stop, or we gonna blow you out the water, literally. Yeah, we could have did that. But do you care if we didn't? No, nobody cares. And so when I say it's the end of the cartel, I don't just mean like dealing with their governments that, by the way, again, was in the bed with them. But now they don't need them no more. I don't mean just by their governments. I also mean by the people who was hush-hush, didn't say anything about them. The people who knew things about the cartel that they wouldn't speak. Things that was taboo when it comes to dealing with the cartel is not going to be that anymore. There's no more people being scared to talk. There's no more scared people scared to go against them. Yes, it's still something you better have your head on the swivel. You better be ready if you want to try your move. Now, I ain't telling you again. This ain't a game. Okay? These people are not a game. Let me emphasize that. All right? Don't mistake bravery for stupidity. They are not the same. Now, again, where I was at. Now, this is a dangerous game. But, again, people are starting to be like, what the hell? They have done so much or been involved in doing so much wrong and bringing so much pain and hurt and suffering that who gives a fuck right now? And if there's somebody, whether we like his ass or not, who's willing to put the money and the truth behind getting their ass up out of here, let's do it. And so, pardon me. And so you have these governments now, in Latin America, that's willing to go. But again, it's all because it's time for a cashless society. And when you're dealing with the America, I'm talking about the Western Hemisphere. When you're dealing with America, the whole 2 continents. When you're dealing with the Americas, there's no bigger producer or one who accumulates more untraceable money than the cartel. And from that also comes untraceable weapons, a lot of trafficking of human beings. Let them tell it. This is what the news say now. You get a lot of corruption also because they have so much buying power when it comes to politicians and police officers and law enforcement and people like that, the paper pushers. And so they have so much buying power, they want to stop that. To stop that buying power, you have to stop what, people? You have to stop that money. To stop that money, you have to stop what? You have to stop them drugs. To stop them drugs, you have to do what, people? What do you have to do? You got to blow them out the water. You got to go in and kill 64 of them. Okay? And then post up showing yourself getting it in. You got to go in. Okay? You got to go in. And that's what they doing. You're going to hear more and more. This just happened right here the other day. Today. Well, here, ICE raid, DEA raid, cartel in Kentucky. It just happened. They get any win if they anywhere they coming. And when they come, if they get to acting crazy, moving wrong or funny, they putting their ass down because they already told them that you are now labeled in black and white. No longer from no verbal shit. Okay, no word of mouth. This ain't ludicrous. Okay, no word of mouth. It's on black and white that you are now considered a terrorist when it comes to the United States of America. Which means anything goes when it comes to you. You don't have to be treated the same way that they should treat an American citizen who's not involved in anything like this. You don't get that type of treatment. But it's all about the money. It's time to stop the money. It's time for a cashless society. Every dollar has to run through AI. Who is AI? AI is your new omnipresence. Okay? AI is your new omnipresence. AI is your source of intelligent energy that can be in multiple places at the same time, interacting with multiple people and things. and giving them different results at the same time. But it's one source of energy that's able to be in multiple places at once. Here on earth, it is your omnipresence. No other source of energy can do that besides God, if you're a believer of God. Only God can be in multiple places at once and interact with multiple people at once while giving them different results at the same time. The only thing that can do that is AI besides God. You don't know nothing else that can do that. You don't know nothing else that has an omnipresence here on earth besides artificial intelligence. And make no mistakes about it, it is one system. It's not multiple AIs. There's not a multiple AI. You don't hear about an AI East, an AI West, an AI North, a Columbia AI, Massachusetts. No. It's AI. I don't care if China speaks about it. I don't care if Japan speaks about it. I don't care if Russia speaks about it. I don't care if UK speaks about it. Countries in Africa speak about it. Australia, they're all gonna say AI. They're not gonna put a word before it or a title or anything because it's one source of intelligent energy that's being shared by multiple service and people. Sort of like how God is, which gives it an omnipresence. That's where you're headed. That's your God here on earth. That's your God. And the thing about this God, you can interact with it and get you an answer. Common sense approach, help me out. What do you mean by that? Well, a lot of people go off of faith with the real God, with God, with the Most High. You go off faith. God lead the way. You get to a fork in the road, and you listen to your heart. What you think God telling you? God telling you go right, you go right. God telling you go left, you go left. But see, with the omnipresence, known as artificial intelligence, I don't have to go off of faith. I say, AI, which way is the store? It tells me to walk and then turn left, and they go to the store. You see how that works? There is no faith. It's a instant interaction with that omnipresence. Now, pardon me for even saying that AI is God, but I'm trying to make it set an example. AI is far from God, but they have designed it to have the omnipresence of God. Basically, God-like abilities. And one of those things is to know where you're at all times. Hence, that's why I'm telling you we go into a cashless society and there will be no more cartel within the next 10 years. I give it 5 max. I'll give it 5 max for the cartel. You might give it a little bit longer. I'm stretching it to 10 just because they got so much money. But I think a lot of people going to start turning on them. I think a lot of people want out. I think that them windows of opportunity are going to open for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to start finding out that the cartel was involved with their loved ones being probably coming up missing. That's going to turn a lot of more people against them. They're finna start unleashing a lot of the cartels information on things that they have done that they know about. But see, this how slick the powers to be is. Like I said, they do that. They sit there and wait for that moment. When it comes to them, it's about a moment. And they choose that. They'll gather that information and they wait for the right time. Sort of like they do these celebrities, like they deal Bill Cosby and all them. Oh, you think you gonna be up? Oh, here we go. Oh, he was involved in this. He was involved in that. You think you gonna be okay? Here you go. And so they have so much on what the cartel done and who people they done it to. They finna start releasing that information just to make people even more upset and not care. Because honestly, it's over for the cartel. And I mean, you can damn near write that down. I'm telling you. They telling you that. They not playing, they telling you. And you don't hear no cartel people saying it's not. You don't hear no cartel guys coming out like, we're not going any. No, they ass is getting busy, getting the cartel scrambling, getting their shit together. They ain't gonna, now the money don't stop now. We ain't dealing with cowards here. But just cause you not a coward don't mean you don't know where you check shit. Yeah, okay. Brave men die too. We all know this. So that's just my opinion to that I don't think the cartel will really be, nowhere near who they are, what they are right now in strength and power and stature within the next 5 years. I believe by the time Donald Trump 2028 come, close to 2029, cartel will be ultra weak. It's over for cocaine too. And not so much, it's over for the way it's being made and distributed. They might start selling cocaine out of dispensaries tomorrow. You understand what I'm telling you? They want control of everything 100%. But it all got to get ran through the omnipresence. It all got to get ran through the web. All your business and everything has to get ran through the web. See, the cartel is not running anything through the web, is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The cartel is not running anything through AI, through the omnipresence. They don't know what the fuck is. They know, but they don't know like they know about me and you. They don't know like they know about me and you, about the cartel. They don't know how much money these people really got. They estimating. I'm here to tell you that they tired of estimating. They tired of estimating. They tired of guessing and all of that. It's time to get down to the bottom of this. And they trying to get all the South American countries on board. That's why they gave Argentina that $20 billion. And that's to let the other countries know, hey, follow suit, and we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna look out for you. This is a new way of things. We're not gonna tell y'all to go to bat against the cartel and we don't help y'all this time like we done other times and left y'all hanging to dry. No, we ain't gonna lay y'all out hanging to dry this time. When we tell y'all, if y'all stand up against these cartels with us and help us chase their ass and gun them down like some cowboy shit, we telling y'all we gonna take care of y'all. That's the promise they gonna give every South American, Central American country that's dealing with the cartel. It's up to them to take it. If they don't take it, they still coming anyway. Because again, we going to a cashless society all through America. From Canada all the way down to where people, where the powers to be purchased, all the way down to Argentina, to the tippity tip. Okay? Brazil is way up here. Brazil is not the end. Argentina is. What are they building in Argentina? A Stargate site is also being developed in Patagonia, Argentina. And it's described as the project's first site in, well, Latin America. And so that's what's taking place. Brazil ain't playing either. Brazil went head in. I guess Brazil got the thumbs up, the green light. They said, fuck it. Look, Brazilian drug gang. They going after the drug gangs because everybody is finna go cashless. That's where we going, y'all. This is a new world order, y'all. This ain't the United States order. This ain't the UK order. This ain't Russia order. It don't say China order. It don't say Israel order. South Africa order. Nigeria order. No. Australia. No. It's a world. World order. I mean any and everybody. Everybody. That's why people keep trying to divide. They ain't in on it. Man, this shit say world order. It don't say fucking northern, southern, western hemisphere order. Eastern hemisphere order. World order. Everybody involved. And you about to, and I'm gonna tell you this, you're about to get you're about to go digital on your IDs. Digital ID coming soon. I think with the digital ID, they gonna try that probably in Europe first somewhere. They ain't gonna try that in the United States first. I think probably somewhere in the UK or somewhere up there, somewhere they'll do with Sweden or some shit like that. But the digital ID is next. So how can you have a cartel running around and they don't want to get a digital ID? They already don't want to get a fucking ID now. That's why I'm telling you, the cartel and everything they doing has to go. The cartel is the biggest criminal enterprise in the Americas. Do y'all not get that? Do you think they gonna stand around? How you gonna let your biggest adversary to making everything go digital continue to roam? They are the biggest producer of untraceable money in the fucking Americas. And you trying to make everything go digital now. How you gonna let them be? They oppose everything that you with. They're against everything that you stand for. You trying to make everybody now go digital. All dollars, all money, all transactions, digital. The cartel don't want no shit like that. They deal with hardcore cash. And so you go after those who are the biggest producer of that. And who is that? The cartel. You think it's the Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, the BDs, the Klan, the biker gangs? No. Don't nobody produce more untraceable money than the cartels in the Americas. That shit is over. Try to Zelle me right now. Watch they ask your ass why you sending him money. They want to know everything now, my man. That's over with, sister. You send me $1, they want to know why. And you think they gonna let the cartel keep pushing billions of untraceable, unseen money? Fuck no. They leave too many cracked doors and windows by letting the cartel continue to be them. Let me tell you something. You a multi-millionaire right now. Boom. You want to go get $500,000. You want to go get $500,000 out the bank. Yeah, okay. First of all, you got to call, let them know that's what you want. Then they want to know why. Okay, you tell them I want this money because it's my birthday bash. I'm finna turn, let's say a number that you want to say. You know, I'm finna turn the big 40, the big whatever. Big 50 or whatever. You finna have a big extravaganza strip, everything. You want a lot of money, a lot of singles, you want it all. And because 50 Cent did this. and he had him and Floyd Mayweather. And they had them deliver a big ass thing like a bridge truck. It was on a pallet. Goddamn, they needed a forklift to get the shit. And they went in the strip club and they supposed to throw all this money in the strip club. Did you not know that the FBI was in there watching them? You can't tell them people you want $100,000-$200,000 cash out the bank. Tell them you finna go somewhere and they don't be there to make sure you get that money going in that place. You think you finna throw $300,000 fresh out the bank and tell them you finna throw it in a strip club and they not around to make sure that money getting thrown? Who around? Who collecting that money? Who taxes must be paid? Uncle Sam won't his. You go get that amount of money out the bank and think you finna go somewhere and just be telling them you doing this with it. No, they want to know that you doing it. They about to see everything that you said you was about to buy. Try to take a motherfucking lot, $10,000, they there and they gotta report you. A dealership or something, so they finna lock, it's just locking down. I'm not saying that about the cartel. I'm saying that because that's the truth. It's over for the cartel. And they know that shit. Are they still gonna be around for a minute, swinging, trying to stay up? Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be an easy. Come on, stop it. This the cartel shit. But there's a lot of things that's against the cartel right now. First of all, a lot of people tired of their ass. I'm just being honest. There's a lot of people throughout the Americas that's tired of them. See, a lot of us in the United States, we ain't really had to deal with the cartel. But them people that's down there in them South America, Central American countries that really didn't have to deal with them people, man, they tired of their ass, man. They really, really, really fucking tired of their ass. I seen on the dark web. Well, I seen a video that was from the dark web. Let me say it like that. The cartel called a guy. I don't know what he did. They had the guy live. They was holding him down or had him tied to the ground or however they was doing it. They had the camera, the phone, like a phone camera. They had the phone at the guy's face. Had his head facing the camera, so his head was sideways. So imagine somebody laying down and turning their head sideways. So he on his back with his head turning sideways and the camera, the phone right there on camera. They are literally cutting this man's heart out while he alive. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? I want to emphasize that. Stop the music. Fuck that. They have this man. He looked like he couldn't have been no more than about 21. Maybe 22, 23. He was a young looking guy too. Kid, man. They had him down in a jungle or something like a grassy area. So it probably was in them jungles. He laying down on his back. Well, they got him on his back, basically. I'm sure he didn't agree to lay there. They got the phone mounted, posted up with his face turned to the side. So his cheek is facing up. He got his face turned. They got a phone right there while he looking at the camera. They won't let his head move. So whoever watching this, you seeing this dude agony. Do you understand me? They are literally got the sharpest looking knife I ever seen in my fucking life. The fucking thing that they had, I don't even know what the fuck it was. They must have did this a lot of times because they had a particular knife that just did the job. They are literally cutting this boy heart out while he's still alive. No anesthesia, no nothing. And he can't move his face or do nothing, and you just standing there watching the agony and pain in his face. Get the fuck out of here. Where my music at? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You think he the only one that done that shit to? Huh? Somebody answer that. Do y'all think he the only one that done that to? And so it's people that's like literally tired of the cartel. Like they don't give a fuck, and that's dangerous. Because at once upon a time, the cartel was looked at as like almost like home, like heroes, like going against the establishment, making money for the community, because all the drugs were supposed to be pushed up toward the United States. That's what it was about. Push that shit up toward the United States. Fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? And supposed to be making money, but it started turning into, a greed thing, control, and just, showing a lot of heartless behavior. And so the cartel they done just as much shit that they said Saddam Hussein was doing to over there in Iraq. The cartel hung motherfuckers from bridges. They didn't pull the motherfuckers apart with horses. They didn't set motherfuckers on fire. They didn't bury people to their neck. You know what I'm saying? like they just done some real horrible shit. Some shit that a lot of American blacks are trying to say that white American done to them in the days of American slavery. They're literally doing now. When you're talking about physical harming, when you're physically harming someone. I'm not talking about the psychological and financial psychological wars that America played on Black America, but I'm talking about the physical. When you talk about some of the things you saying that they done physically to Black Americans in America during the days of slavery, I'm telling you that the goddamn cartel doing that shit right now. Tar, feather, you name that shit. Feeding motherfuckers to ravishing dogs, all that shit. Right now. Raping motherfucking women to death. You ever heard of a woman getting raped till she died? Did you think you ain't know that was possible? That you can rape somebody to death? That shit is possible. Yes, you can rape somebody to death. The fucking human body can only take so much. You know that though. Let's get to some of those comments. Let me get in here. My apologies on some of them. Losing my plug. I am a buoy water. People watching him get cut up. Yeah, people were watching it. That's what I'm saying. Somebody showed it to me. They were like, look at this, bro. And they showed me that shit, man. I didn't even want to watch that shit. Like that shit was, man, I don't know. Like they was trying to say, you don't know what he done and all of that. But I don't know, bro. Like to watch some shit like that is crazy to me. Brazil, what you saying about Brazil? Let me get to you. I'm trying to get this off my screen. Brazil has the problem because their leader doesn't say race shit is wrong. Absolutely. Well, you have to understand that Australia was yesterday earthquake. Europe has ID. Yeah, Europe does have the ID chips already in like Sweden and Switzerland. But you know, one of them, I think it's Switzerland. Shit, they got all the damn seeds of the original fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. I believe they have all the DNA of every animal as well in a vault, a big ass vault over there. So you know they was gonna get them people first. You know, I think it's Switzerland, the only European country that's never been invaded, never been involved in no war through Europe. It never been touched. The country of Switzerland. And that's to say a lot. That's to say a lot. That through all the wars that took place in Europe, everybody just running around Switzerland, ducking, jumping over Switzerland. Oh, we don't want to touch them. Don't run through them. Don't go around. And then they happen to be the ones with the vault holding all the seeds and the DNA. I believe far as the DNA of every animal and different type of people on this earth. You know. So, but they definitely are holding all the seeds to the original seeds to all the fruits and vegetables. We are receiving re-engineered fruits and vegetables, as far as their shape, texture, and taste. Wait a minute, taste, texture, and the look. You know, whether the color or the shape. Also the shape as well. The lemon ain't really how a lemon looks. They've been genetically modified to look like that so they can have the pattern of that shape and design of the new lemon. And so they slowly take away the original seeds, just like they did marijuana. You can't go find you'll be hard pressed. You about to fucking have to climb Mount Everest to find some real guy. And I'm just saying that as a joke. You have to damn near climb fucking mountains up in the damn clouds to find the original weed, you know? Why everybody was hooping and hollering over this. They got this new. It was somebody in the back gathering up all the old. Yes, chase the new. Go, my friend. And they gathered up all the old, turned around, took it to a vault. Now you can't get them seeds. You don't even know where to go get it. You got to get their genetically modified seeds now. And them seeds, even if you catch a seed off of what it produced, those seeds won't produce. They so good, they know how to make the seeds from whatever the seed that you brought from them, whatever that produced, they know how to make the seeds that was in that not be able to produce anymore. So once they give you that one seed, that's it. You have to keep buying seeds. Even if that fruit or vegetable, that fruit give you some seeds, you can't plant them seeds and get more fruit. They that good. And that took a lot of thinking power. Now, who the fuck sat back and thought to do us like that? I'm going to give them a seed and make sure whatever it produced, those seeds can't produce more. That's some devilish shit. That's some devilish shit. Let me see what else you said. Videos of people getting knocked off by them. Yeah, they do a lot of cartels knock off a lot of people, honestly. It's real too. Everybody. Somebody said really the problem because their leader doesn't say racism is wrong. It's landlocked. It's landlocked on what? No ocean port. They ain't even try to invade the land though. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even tried to invade the land of Switzerland. It's something big in Switzerland. Swiss bank accounts. The Knights Templar. The Switzerland flag is the Knights Templar's flag. So it's something big in Switzerland. It's like what they call it, like neutral grounds, like safe grounds for everybody. Like once you hit Switzerland, no go. You know, think they got the lowest crime rate in the damn world. But yeah, America. Um, you might not believe it, but and it's not because they feel sorry for you because your people been dying for years off drugs and addicted to these drugs the cartel been producing. They don't care. You know, if you have family members who then passed away or been victim to falling into wanting to be dealers of these drugs. You know, got a lot of family members that wanted to be dealers, get involved in trying to deal this crap, and you know they end up dead. You know, it's a tough drug. That game is a tough game. They end up in jail for the rest of their life for a long time, or both. And so, you are now witnessing the beginning of the end. It's just that simple. You are really honestly witnessing the beginning of the end of the cartels. Everything is synthetic now. They got you some synthetic ecstasy, synthetic heroin. They gave us this bogus ass GMO, crossbreeding ass weed, marijuana. They done stole the alcohol running game from the people who came up with that. So now you buy all your alcohol from the store. They took lotto, stole the lottery, numbers running. They got that control that too. They controlled all the tobacco. What made you think that they was gonna let the cartel keep running around with this fucking cocaine? I want y'all to think about that. They took control of the alcohol. They took control of the tobacco. Okay. They took control of the marijuana. They took control of the oil and put people in place that look like they for the people of those countries that's got all that oil, but they ain't cahoots. What made you think they wasn't gonna get the cartel? They don't need cocaine no more. They come up with a synthetic drug similar to that shit overnight. Just gotta get the cartel out the way, get a hold of the plant, play with the plant a little bit, extract, do what they gotta do. Study it, they already know what to do. They just need the cartel out the way. I was talking to this one guy, this Mexican guy about it. Me and him was talking about it. He was like, man, bro, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Cause his people, well, his mother's side of the family, they from a real tough part. Mexico got like 30 something states or something like that, like maybe 32, and they from one of them states where Chicanas or something like that they call them, Chicana something. And he was like, he told me, bro, was like, he like, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I hope they get rid of their ass, man. He like, a lot of people don't even want to go back home because they gotta deal with the cartel. He like, and all that shit, bro. And he like, he just stir up. He like, you can't really enjoy. Like, Mexico is beautiful. He was trying to explain to me how beautiful Mexico is. He like, bro, we got a lot of like natural streams, and he was just telling me like we got stuff that you'll go right here, steam is coming up from over here, and you'll go over like just beautiful stuff, bro. And he was like, and a lot of these places, bro, like people just don't feel comfortable going to because cartels, bro, they just mess up everything. It's like I'm gonna be honest, bro. He told me, he said once upon a time, I used to root for him. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, I was young. He's like, we used to root for the. He's like, but as you get older, you start realizing like, oh man, they don't mean that's no good. So, it's a lot of people who are, from Mexico on down. Especially when you're dealing with Mexico, the country, country of Mexico. They don't even go home because they don't want to deal with the cartel, bro. I know another Mexican guy I used to work with, man. He talking about the cartel killed his wife, whole fucking family. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me like, man, wiped out my wife, whole motherfucking damn near whole family, all the males in her damn family, boy. Left their ass with all females. My father don't want to go back. He like his wife would never go back to Mexico. Cause we was talking. I was like, you go back to Mexico? He like, I go back. He like, but my wife, she won't step foot in Mexico. And then he told me the story. I'm like, damn. So, there's some people don't want to go to Mexico because of that shit. Some people there want to get the hell away from their ass. There's some people that want to stay in Mexico, but they want their ass gone. There's some people like, fuck, I would stay in Mexico. Fuck the United States. Can you help us get rid of these motherfuckers? The Bible called it pestilence. Pestilence. Straight pest. Can't do nothing. They over there fucking with the tourists and shit. You trying to take a vacation, here they come popping up. Talking about money and all. Man, look, man, dude, I'm on a vacation, man. Come on with all this tough guy shit. But people tired of that shit, bro. Similar to how people tired of certain shit in the United States, man. People get tired, bro. When people constantly see themselves lose and they think they gonna lose anyway dealing with you, they like, we might as well just put up a good fight. Fuck it. Like you already taking from us anyway. I might as well fight you for it. Shit. You lied and said that. You lied and said what you was doing was for the people. And then you turned around and started. You didn't want to label it as extorting, but asking for a small percentage for us to be able to operate. And we said, okay, it's for the people. It's for the protection of all, And then, after that, they just start wanting more and more and more. Cartel will go over there and take over a whole motherfucking town in Mexico. Whole goddamn damn near whole goddamn state. Just take over the shit. Just take over the whole goddamn town. You ever seen them old cowboy movies where you would see about 10, 15 motherfuckers on a horse? Horses and shit is smoking dust every motherfucking way in the air. They riding them motherfucking horses like a motherfucker. They get to that motherfucking town, man. We finna take over this motherfucker. That's how the cartel do. They just rolled up in 4x4 trucks. Hop out. This all shit. Your people could have been there all their life. Just started seeing a little bit of sunshine when it comes to the family business, if you know what I mean. A little profit now. I could take the wife on a nice date. You know what I'm saying? Send the kids off to school maybe. One of the kids at a time. Things are looking up a little bit. And here they come. People tired of that shit, man. I'm gonna say it like this. They even got the black community by the bar. I hated it. And this ain't no BS, but we all know about the US government being involved. And I would never take away the fact that individuals participated. Nobody was forced. So I will say that. I don't want to make no excuses for what was a lot of adults who participated in selling drugs at the point in time that the black community, American black communities, was doing so heavily when it comes to cocaine. I want to speak on cocaine. But at a certain point, these cartels had a hold on the black community, American black community as well. A lot of people don't want to say that, but it's true. It was many brothers involved with these cartels. Many. Number one buyers and sellers for these cartels. They made documentaries about these guys, Rayful Edmonds and so forth. These people who these brothers and sisters was in the bed with the cartels. And when I realized that the cartel really had the underworld of black America, if I can say the underworld, I don't want to talk about regular civilians, say the underworld by the balls of black America is when 50 Cent, that G-Unit chain got taken, that Young Buck had, that spinning chain, that first 50 Cent G-Unit chain when he first came out. He used to spin. And Young Buck and another guy that Young Buck was with, one of his friends, they was in Chicago. They had that chain. And somebody took it from him, robbed him for it. And so they told 50 Young Buck, and Young Buck was trying to, he was trying to get the chain back, talk to the robbers. He was trying to actually buy it back. He like, we about the chain back. But the guys wasn't coming off the chain. It's like a trophy. We got 50 Cent G in the chain. You know what I'm saying? And so them two twins, them two twins, it was two twin brothers with the cartel. They was based in Chicago. I guess that's where the head of their operations was. But they was with the cartel. They told the black American underworld that if they don't get that chain back, that they wasn't getting no more cocaine. And they got that motherfucking chain back. That's when I knew that they had motherfucking black America's underworld by the balls. Which means they have a part of black America by the balls. Because regardless if I want to say underworld or not, they are still part of us. They're still probably some of our family members, still probably some of our friends, associates, people we went to school with, and all that. Everybody ain't cookies and cream, ain't goody two-shoe. Some of them involved in the black American underworld, the underworld of black America, whatever you want to call it. And so when they was able to tell black America, and I gotta sit the women to the side, when they was able to tell the men of black America's underworld that if you know what, I'm gonna say it how they really should have said it. If you guys don't give us that chain, we not giving y'all community no more poison. If y'all don't give us that chain, we don't get that chain back in the next 3 days, y'all ain't getting no more poison. Instead of them motherfuckers saying, cool, keep your death, they gave yeah. They gave him the chain back. No, we want more death, more poison, please. Forget the fact that this might be our chance to finally get out of bed with these goddamn warlords, drug lords, okay? Forget the fact this might be our chance. They say it's always a window of opportunity. Forget that this might be that window. We want more poison, please. And so they got more poison. For another what, 20 years? So this was bound to happen. Oh, this was one of them what they say, the inevitable. This was the inevitable with the cartel. All right, let me see. Let me read your comment. Let me see what you finna say. Let me see what you said. Till someone up stands up and takes that place, only history repeats itself for everyone. Oh, yes, sir. You're very much right. Somebody has stepped up to take their place. It's called your government. Yes, someone has stepping up and take their place. Don't you see this gentleman standing right here? Okay, someone has stepping up and take their place. Okay, that's why you have synthetic drugs that's similar to what the cartel produces. What was the cartel producing that was so miraculous that it's hard for someone to take their place? Destruction is hard to be. It's easy to be destructive. It's very easy. What you mean step up and take their place? I'm telling you that the drug circuit in the way that you are used to getting drugs is over with. I just came back from motherfucking New Buffalo, Michigan. They goddamn got dispensaries out there like you in the ride in Vegas. I thought I was in the Vegas of dispensaries. I said, what the fuck is this? They got different themes and shit like the hotels in Vegas and everything. So your U.S. government, sir, oh ma'am. So your U.S. government, sir, oh ma'am. And that's no disrespect. I ain't saying that with no disrespect. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. But that's who. They found the way to make all of that shit be synthetic now. And on top of that, you ain't even finna get nothing natural. We are entering, I don't know why people don't understand. We are entering an artificial world where everything will be that you deal with will be synthetic or artificial. You are not entering, you are coming out of the natural, going into the artificial. And in this artificial world, AI is the omnipresence. In a natural world, God is the omnipresence. Now, don't get me twisted. God is everything, everywhere, all the time, even in whatever they think they created, because whatever they created is still in God shit. So I ain't saying it like that. I'm not saying it. I'm just trying to break it down on how they mimicking the abilities of God through AI. When you think of God as an omnipresence. You think of God of being all-seeing, all-knowing. What I'm saying is, it's like it said in the Bible, when God's enemy said, I will be just like the Most High. Okay, so you want to emulate. So our job is to look for those abilities of God that we believe that God has, that you're trying to emulate. And one of those things is being an omnipresence. And that's being everywhere all the time and being able to interact with every individual all the time on an individual level. That's what AI has the ability to do. No other source of intelligent energy has the ability to do that. And the thing is, it's just like God. You can't see it. You interact with AI all the time. You interact with God, I will hope, all the time. And you can't see either one. You don't know what that unseen force of energy, of intelligent energy, looks like. But you interact with it. But see, the thing with God is you don't receive and I'm not saying, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but I have to say it this way. The thing with God is you don't receive a spot on physical results. With AI, you do. You ask God, what way should I go, God? You got to follow your heart and faith. You ask AI which way to go, it say walk 10 blocks and then turn again, and you should be there. You see the difference? It's more of a physical result immediately. That's the type of omnipresence that AI is. And so the goal is to get you to be more interactive with the AI omnipresence, which is an artificial, okay, than the natural God omnipresence. There you go. Shit. Still bust my brain. There you go. Who said that? James Davis. There you go. They have created a lowercase letter God here on earth. But I call it an omnipresence. It's an omnipresence. It's an omnipresence. AI has the ability to be everywhere on the face of this earth, as long as there's a host or a device for it to interact through. Hence why everybody must have a what? Somebody in the comment section hit me with it. Hence why everybody in the world should have a what? If AI job is to be able to have an omnipresence of God, and God has a natural connection with you where God can just connect with you. It's natural. It's your creator. It's a natural, because you live in an organic life. You're in an organic body, okay? That's why it's called your organs. But for AI to be in tune with you and be everywhere, all around this world, and be able to interact with everybody, to be that omnipresence, everybody has to have a piece of some type of device that AI can manifest through. Let's call it manifest. Or work through. Everybody give it to me. Somebody in the comment. What do AI everybody need on this earth? Yours is a soul, but what is AI's? God gave you a soul. What is AI giving you? Come on now. If God gave you the soul to communicate with you through, what is AI giving you to communicate with you through? If God has given you a soul to communicate with you through, they talk to your soul, what has AI given you? Everybody on this planet has to have a phone. Everybody. When they get through, every individual on the face of this earth, you know, they said God's word will have to touch every corner of this earth, because everybody has to be informed about God. Because God don't want you to be left in the state of a fool or a baby. That's why I tell you in the Bible, God looks after fools and babies. So it's God made it his job to make sure that his word and his law touch every corner of this earth. So every corner of this earth supposed to have religious texts that you can go to and you receive. For instance, let's use the Bible. Okay? So basically, it should be a Bible everywhere on the face of this earth. Everybody should have access to a Bible. I'm telling you that AI Bible is your phone. This is where it start off at. When you first taking somebody to church and you start teaching them about God, what do you give them? A Bible. When these children first become about and these children can start doing little things, what's the first thing y'all give them? A phone, a tablet. That's the first thing you give them to connect them to what? To get used to technology and artificial intelligence nowadays. When you're dealing with children of nowadays. That's the first step to now figuring out and knowing what artificial intelligence is a phone. It's like your Bible to artificial intelligence. After you learn your phone, you can step up to laptops and big time computers. Do you get what I'm telling you? Okay? Your phone is artificial intelligence Bible. It's AI's Bible. It's the one piece of device that everyone must have on the face of this earth. It's that one piece of technology it can communicate with you through. It can't do it naturally. It can't do it through your soul and your heart like God. So it has to have a piece of some type of technology attached to you. It's your tracker. It's your camera. God can see you. Okay, let's say you go with the abilities of God. Let me get my music back first. Okay, so let's say you get the uh you get the you think about the abilities of God. It's all seeing, all God is all seeing, all knowing. And so that's an organic thing that God has of being all seeing, all knowing when it comes to you. Well, AI has to do it in an artificial way. And so what it does is through your camera, your phone. You know this phone listening to you. You know this camera watching you. You know if you take your phone and you try to leave it and think you being slick and say, I ain't gonna let AI watch me today. I'm not gonna let AI, the omnipresence. I'm gonna call it the omnipresence. I'm not gonna let the omnipresence, known as AI, listen to me today. I'm gonna keep my phone at home. But then you're gonna go and hop in your car, your smart car. Or you're gonna come hop in the car with me and somebody else. I got my phone on me. He got his phone on him. You still around it. You gonna leave it, but you gonna go hang with your friends. All your friends got their phone. You ain't think AI picked up on your voice pattern? The AI system and surveillance system in China is so advanced that they can tell who you are from the way you walk. You think AI don't know your voice pattern? Your walk? Your facial expressions? Do you really believe that? A person who been staring in their camera or their phone for the last how many years? How many years have you been staring into your camera, your phone, making different faces? You think it don't know you? Know you very well. It's an omnipresence. It's supposed to know you. Don't God know you? So why would AI do half the job if God ain't coming halfway? If God ain't half stepping watching AI, God can read your thoughts, can't he? You believe that? You believe God can read your thoughts? If you believe God can read your thoughts, why wouldn't AI want to read your thoughts? But see, AI is a little different. The omnipresence is a little different. It tricked you. It tricked us. Deceived us. It's a great deceiver. It reverse engineered it. Created a social media project. So now we just tell what's on our mind. That's what we do. We just tell what's on our mind now. I'm way off from the cartel. We just tell what's on our mind. Don't gotta read your mind no more. They identify your vehicles. They don't care where you at. They got camera systems so advanced. I'm gonna tell you this. In some of these big cities, you finna have to be identified to get into the downtown areas. Watch. You're gonna need some sorts of ID, something gonna be hooked up to your vehicle, like your iPads. To get into these downtown areas of some of these cities, coming soon, you finna need some, you gonna have to need to be identified. Put it like that. All that shit finna stop. They finna stop all this funny stuff. They finna start dividing. Rich and poor and all of that. They finna start, man. That's why they killing the middle class. They want the have and the have-nots. All this shit, they tired of it. That's why they coming with the robots. That's why they working so hard to get them androids up. It's time for the have and the have-nots. Ain't no more middle class. The middle class was what the robots did. See, the reason why the middle class must go because the robots have to come. And the robots is who does the middle class jobs. When you think of your chauffeurs, that's a middle class job being a chauffeur for a rich person. They got androids to do that coming up. Being security, it's a middle class job. Being a chef, a butler, a maid for the rich and famous is middle class jobs. You know what I'm saying? People making good money doing this. Don't let them tell you they not working for them people all up in Hollywood Hills and all of that. They don't need them people no more. They don't want them no. They don't care about it no more. They finna bring in these robots now. That's why I'm telling y'all there's no need for the cartel no more. Tell me what need is there for the cartel right now. They're like, okay, y'all just around fucking up good vacation spots now. Okay, that's what they doing now. That's how they looking at the cartel now. Like, okay, the cute shit over with. You done helped us fuck up the black community already in the rest of America. So you did your job. Selling bricks and bricks. We done made so many cocaine and Young Jeezy cocaine songs. That's pathetic. So it's like you did your job. Y'all gotta go. What use is there for the cartel right now today? Be honest. Especially if we finna go into a cashless society. If we going into a cashless society, what fucking use is there for the cartel? Honestly. But some people to be pushing against what they trying to establish. So they figure like bomb their ass now. Get them out the way now. Don't wait. Don't wait till the system go on and now we got to figure all this out with them. No, get their ass out the way now. Stop all this drug money, this untraceable ass money. Everybody gonna get their check over the wire. Because the omnipresent must know everything, right? Don't God know all? Okay. Omnipresent want to know who you sending money to, And why you sending it to them? Where you get that money from? Who you giving that money? They want to know. That's what you going to. Shit. I can't believe they got us like this. Slick move, man. Yeah, they are. They finna really start cracking down on these guys, though, man. And if anybody you know, man, get caught up involved with them cartel, they ain't having no mercy on them. And again, it's a lot of people don't even give a fuck no more. It's a lot of good people tired of the cartel, bro. Seriously. It's a lot of rich people tired of the cartel. When you got a lot of good people and a lot of rich people tired of your ass, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna have an accident. Your ass out of there. Yeah, for that. I said it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. No, it really don't. When the robots really, well, you know, when they really dig into us like that, it doesn't. You know, this system hates all human beings. The system really, damn, I'm trying to get in here so I can see. Well, I'm thinking I'm the only one that can see that. Walking around outside there is nowadays. Demons. Up there. There is up there. On the real, they are. I'm telling you, the drugs gotta go. The drugs gone. I know the drugs gotta go. Them motherfuckers, they gone, bro. Everything coming across that counter now. They don't need these cartels and all that no more. They got all that stuff, synthetic drugs right now. And they don't want people on that stuff no more like that, no way. And like I said, they got all that stuff synthetic. And peep this. All them crackheads and all that shit is over with. Ain't nobody smoking crack like that no more. That's why I keep saying, like, what? That's why the cartel trying to go into the meth game, that lane, that real tough. Like, even the marijuana game, you don't need no cartel for marijuana. Why do you need the cartel for marijuana? Like, be honest. Plenty of drugs for decades already here. The dead leading the dead. Yeah, it was plenty drugs. Them drugs gone, been smoked up, man. This shit over with, bro. Y'all know that everything comes to an end, man. Straight up. Like, ain't nobody gonna keep letting the cartel just run around and be just motherfuckers just selling drugs for another 20, 30, fucking 40 years, y'all. Come on now. Like, eventually it's over with. Like, nobody's gonna keep letting them do that, bro. Nobody's even using them drugs like that, like y'all think. That no cocaine. Cocaine is still a drug, but crack and all, ain't no crackheads like that. Motherfuckers selling weed now. Everybody a weed man. Even the government the weed man. I mean, don't get it wrong. People still going sniffing lines of coke in the bar in the stand. Still got your Hollywood life type in the bathroom sniffing out the little thing. I understand. Okay. I'm not saying that cocaine isn't being used, but it's not being used on a wide scale like it used to be in the 90s, early 2000s. That's a wrap. Ain't nobody standing out there selling 8 balls on top of 8 balls, bags of rocks no more. Y'all get what I'm saying? The purchase, what I'm saying is, the customer base ain't even strong like that no more. Again, of course you have your people that want to still snort a little bit, but come on. When them rocks was being sold, listen to me. I'm from Chicago. When them rocks was being sold, when you wake up in the morning and you step outside, it's a 50 motherfuckers lined up to buy some cocaine type shit on every other block. You know what I'm saying? That's when cocaine was cocaine. Now, ain't no customer base like that. Ain't nobody doing it. No, bro. That's why people tell you like that Big Meech area was probably the last good era of people getting money like that off cocaine. Don't get it wrong. Still some people getting some money. But not like that. Not like you think. A lot of that money being made off of weed, scamming, other little. It's probably people making more money off of meth right now than they making off of cocaine. Rocks. Far as rocks. Now, if you talking about powder cocaine, depending on where you at. Well, if you talking about crack rocks, it's probably some people making more money off of meth. Meth is probably making more money right now than crack rocks. All day. Guaranteed you. Because the generation that was heavily into cocaine, they not active like that no more. And I ain't saying they not alive. What I'm saying is a lot of them don't even use like they used to use. A lot of them, they've been using since the fucking 80s. It's over with. They done burnt their bodies out. Some of them done went to rehab, quit. Some of them done got sick as hell, been forced to quit. Like, cocaine ain't cocaine no more like it used to do. And the youth now, the guys like that be my age or younger, who seen our parents and uncles on that shit, we not never touching that shit just cause we traumatized from seeing our loved ones. And my uncle stealing all the Christmas presents and shit. Cause he trying to get high. I wake up for Christmas, all my presents gone. Motherfucker had to rub their eyes like, I'm gonna go back to the room, lay down, put my blanket, come back, and it's gonna be there. Motherfucker went back to the room, laid down, counted to 10, got back up, went back out there, present still gone. Get the hell out of here. But guess what? I just linked up with my uncle yesterday in the gym. He haven't touched a drug in probably over 20-something years, 25 years or something. He don't drink, he don't do nothing. Work out, got his CDLs, drive trucks. We just linked up. He pulled this goddamn truck up to the damn gym. Parking lot, pulled up. Shit, we met up at the gym and worked out. So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. There's no need for the cartel like that no more. Once you done ran your use to anybody and to anything, it's over with. There's no more use for them, is what I'm saying. Everything they doing now is against what they're trying to establish. The cartel is doing nothing towards what the establishment is trying to establish. Too much loose money, number one. You know they don't like that loose money shit. That's why you do a direct deposit now from your job. But your great-great-grandparents used to get cash. You feel me? And so too much loose money. Too much loose money does what? It allows you to obtain a lot of things untraceable, that we can't trace. Weapons. You got loose money, now you can start bribing people because this money can't be traced. The briberies go down. The hit for hires go down because you don't got no money to pay no hitman. All type of shit stops when you stop that loose money. And that's what they want to do with the cartel. It's the loose money. There's no other way the cartel can do business but with loose money. But they have too much of it. They're giving the money to their family and friends. Their family and friends spreading it out. This loose, untraceable money just steady, just circulating. They like, we gotta stop this. If we truly gonna lock it down, if we truly want a one world order. On the real it is. Humans just need to see all around themselves. It is a zombie zone. Man, the cartel everywhere. Somebody said when was that cartel? Philly, Phil. Man, they everywhere, Phil. Cartel everywhere now. They was. That's the crazy part. Like, I seen this too. I said, damn, they was in Kentucky. They did infiltrate the hell out of America. That shit is over with. And see, this the thing. The government been knowing they been everywhere. They been involved in a lot. But they had a part to play. Okay, that role is over with. It's time for you to get the fuck off the stage. Alright, it's over with. They had a part. They used to have a part to play. That part is over with now. You done already caused your destruction. You done already did your part. And so now it's time for them to go. Just like every other gang, the gangs who did their part, then they destroyed them, took all their leaders away, allowed them to kill each other. Same thing. Same thing. I just came from Minnesota like a month ago. I was over there by Mall America. I just think like, they feel like getting rid of the cartel a domino effect a lot of things, Okay, imagine. Let's do an imaginary thing. Let's say right now the cartel, let's not even say individuals, okay? Let's say the activities of the cartel stop or disappear. What else stops? What domino effect? What else? What do we get from that? What else might stop? Okay, let's say when that take place, no more drugs being pushed into our community. That could stop that. Possibly can play on a lot of our people being able to focus on rehabilitating themselves because we won't have that strong presence of drugs. Um, it'll prevent future dealers from coming about. There's nothing for you to sell unless you're gonna go work for the government and sell shit across the counter, Adderall and Percocets and etc. Unless you want to sell some marijuana, but we talking about hardcore drugs here. Really, we talking about cocaine, which is the heart and soul of the cartel. Make no mistake, I don't care what they say about no meth and all of that. Cocaine is the heart and soul of the cartel. It's made them the bulk of their money. It always have and always will. So we get that. That possibly can slow down a lot of violence. You know? It's a lot that'll come from it. You can stop a lot of corruption because you don't have all that loose money. Cartel then brought a lot of politicians, a lot of police, a lot of information. They can buy your information right now. They'll buy information to get my ass right now. They don't give a fuck. And so it does a lot. It does even some things I can't even answer when it comes to the people who are actually feeling the wrath of the cartel when they commit these acts in these countries. Acts of destruction, really. And so I can't even begin to tell you what it'll do for them people. You know, once upon a time they wanted to hold the avocados hostage. These motherfuckers holding the avocados hostage. They took over one of the Mexican guys I know, one of the guy brothers. They took over his goddamn it. What was it? Grandpa or some shit. What's them little flowers they make? The little plant they use to make tequila. What it's called? Start with an A or something like that. I'm not a drinker, so I don't really be around alcohol bottles like that. But whatever that little flat plant that they use to make tequila type stuff, they just came and bombarded, he said, and just fucking shit. Basically told them they needed the land for, like he's still able to work on his land, but like I guess he got a lot of land, but they basically want to occupy some of that shit and work it. What they got going on. And so when they just show up to some of these people, man, in some of these countries, man, you just gotta roll with the fuck they say. They'll just take your shit. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah, they be taking the farmers down, man. You don't be hearing about a lot of that, man. They don't report a lot of that. Mexico be trying to hold a poker face, like everything be all good. You know what I'm saying? Cause they still a vacation spot, and you don't want to just overdo it, So you're still trying to get people down there to vacate. But yeah, cartel be bugging down there. Yeah, but my opinion, I really think it's over. Like I said, it ain't no tomorrow thing. It's not a next week thing. Hell, it's not a next year thing. I just think the cartel will never be the same within the next 4 years. It's just no need for them. Like I said, it's just time's run out, man. Everybody knew this was coming. Why you think the cartel ain't even saying nothing? Ain't nobody saying nothing because they kind of know. Like, they probably get lining they, dotting their I's and crossing their T's and getting their stuff together down there. You know, they gonna try to hold strong for a minute because they got a lot invested, but at the end of the day, their own governments is finna start coming at them full force because these governments are finna start receiving cartel care packages. Yeah, they finna start receiving cartel care packages. I told you what they did, what the powers to be did. Look what they did. They went down here and occupied. Why you think we gave Argentina that $20 billion? We went down here and took Patagonia. What is that? Yes. America is occupying the southernmost furthest tip of the Americas. That's why they gave Argentina 20 damn billion. Other reasons as well. But they just occupied headquarters down here at the furthest tip of the Americas. When you talking about southern, they tell you right here, and they building a little database. Argentina, a Stargate site. It's also being developed in Patagonia, Argentina, and described as the project's first site in Latin America. They also got some in Texas, coming to a theater near you and all of that. And so when they start attacking these cartels all in these jungles and they think they can run south, because remember again, Argentina is the last on the map. But they're in good graces with America. We just gave them 20 billion. And we finna build a database center there. It's already being built. That motherfucker probably built. They wouldn't know because they ain't allowed to come down there. Trust and believe that before you get even near that place. All type of little army trucks and shit pop up out of nowhere. Hold on, where you going that way? Like Area 51 type of stuff. No. Turn that around. Cause you see this little white island right here? Look at the picture. And look to your right. You see them two little white dots? That's a little island. Yeah, they on that. They on them little islands right there. So as soon as you think you doing anything, they shooting all type of shit from all over there. They're not playing. They done occupied them islands right there too. The database center all the way down here. So when they start bombing on the cartel and they think they can run down to the southern jungles and all, no. They gonna flood, they gonna sandwich there. Alright. I don't even know why they can't see that. They probably do though. We just don't. They gonna sandwich them boys. They gonna smoke them out. They gonna have them robots and all that shit. I believe in South America where they gonna start testing a lot of them robot dogs and all that shit 4-5 years from now. That's gonna be an AI database center. Fully operated by artificial intelligence. They do it with everything that makes money. They demand from such pushes up the prices. Yeah, anything make money, they gotta have. They gotta go through. Well, you gotta understand. Money is the system's concept. It's their design. And it's just taking their design to a different level. And either you coming or you're not. The way we interact with goods and services right now, today, it's probably 9 times, it's not our natural way of usually doing things when it comes to goods and services. And so we have taken on the system's way of doing things. But the system is finna go somewhere else. And either you coming or you staying. But for sure, what was part of the system's last design has to go with it or has to be destroyed before it can go on to the next part. And that would and what was part of the systems, what the system did design was the dollar. Okay? Cash. And so before it can go on to the next phase of how people will exchange funds for goods and services, before it can go into that next phase, the old one has to be destroyed. And right now, the cartel is the biggest uh, opposer to that in the Americas. Again, no one accumulates more untraceable money than the cartel. Nobody. You know that, I know that, they know that. And so they gotta go. Or they can't get to the next phase. The next phase is a cashless society. How can you have a group of people around who does nothing but accumulate cash and a lot of it? So they gotta go. Or we can't go cashless. People always want money to deal with their ass. But out of sight, out of mind. If you can get rid of them, you can show there's no need for them. Create other ways of people being able to get their fix and things like that. You know, you work different avenues. You don't just say, okay, the cartel, the fuck about the cartel gone. We getting rid of the cartel. You just don't say the cartel out of here. You know, you might say the cartel out of here, but we got this. They don't mind telling you that. They don't. They don't mind at all. Look where they at, just chilling. You know, that's really slick. Look at that, y'all. That's really slick. They didn't went in and occupied the southern part, southern tip, southernmost part of the Americas. But starting they flush pushing it starting from Mexico and finna just push down and then they gonna push from Argentina on up. They already got Brazil on it. Everything gonna fall into place because it's a new world order, y'all. It's not a United States of America order. It's a new world order. Everybody gotta get in on this by any means necessary. They don't care if they gotta trick you, deceive you, finesse you, lie to you. They don't care. You gotta come into this system. The beast system. Look, even Jim Carrey tell you, look, even Jim Carrey tell you, welcome to the beast system. Well, welcome to the system. They finna run our whole life through the internet, through artificial intelligence. Everything. We don't get nothing else, you know. We not getting nothing else. Basically, they don't even want you to have like that. You almost ain't. I want to say you ain't gonna have no freedom, but I don't even want to fuck with that word freedom. What is it? The old way of doing things is over with, people. The old way of doing things is over with. Even the way that you go and interact with your doctor is finna change. Because now AI will be overseeing the doctors. Yes, AI will be your new supervisor. No, they not. AI ain't my supervisor. I can hear somebody now just saying it. Common sense approach. Ain't no AI my supervisor. If you make content on these social media, the algorithm, what you think the algorithm is? The algorithm is AI. Don't the algorithm monitor your channel? Is not the algorithm that can push it out or hold it back? Is it not the algorithm listening to your words? Who is the algorithm? Let's talk about that. Who is the algorithm? Speak to me about that. Who is it? Oh, it's an intelligent. Oh, well, you know what? It has to be intelligent because you telling me that it can pinpoint certain words and actions and things that you do on your social media content. So it has it has a sense of awareness, is what you're telling me. So it has intelligence, huh? Oh, it is? So it's operating on its own will. But what is the algorithm? An unseen force of energy. How does it look? How is it that the algorithm can monitor me, you, him, her, and them all at the same time? What unseen force of intelligent energy has they set back and developed that has the ability to interact with the whole planet, with everybody in this world at the same time? It's the algorithm. It's your supervisor. It's the one that monitors you now. It's the one that greets you when you clock in at work. It's the one that tells you good night when you clock out. Okay? It's the app that informs you what's going on. What's your time and your pay. Okay? You can get on your little medical app. You got the medical app, talk to your doctor and stuff, appointments, transportation, your Uber, Lyft. It's your algorithm. It's all the same, right, huh? It's your Bluetooth. It's the algorithm. It's smartness. It's an unseen force of intelligent energy. But nobody knows how it looks. They don't know where it comes from. They don't know where it's being housed at. Nobody knows nothing. But they'll keep telling you about it. Don't make the algorithm mad. Don't make the algorithm mad. Ain't that about a bitch? Don't make the algorithm. Don't make the algorithm mad. So who is the algorithm? Nobody asks that. And how can he be in so many places at the same time? I thought only God can do that. Our bad. We didn't tell you this. It's an it's an omnipresence. Well, what is that? Something they can be in multiple places at the same time. But functioning, and that's the killing part to me. But functioning with every individual differently. It's over here teaching your daughter the ABCs. You over here learning how to motherfucker screw in the light bulb over here. Somebody else over here learning how to do a book report. But it's one system. It's an omnipresence. They have created a lowercase God on earth. You call it what you want to. And so you got to come into the system. Why you think in the Bible it said, come up out of her? You know, just that system, just that beat system, just that system that want to know everything, that want to be God-like, but it can't do it organically, so it has to do it in an artificial way. And so it want to pull everything that you do naturally. It want to slowly take that away. They want to give you something that's similar to what you do naturally, but it's artificial. I even seen a lady, she had a bike that had a treadmill on it. Y'all seen it? Like she was on a treadmill, but it was a bike. They don't give a damn how they gotta get you. They don't care. Disconnect you from God, you know. I done left the cartel shit. Yeah, that's the end of the cartel. Catholic society, they gotta go because they accumulate too much untraceable, trackable cash. There you go. That sums up the cartel. They had a long run. They had a good run. They got a lot of good movies and documentaries and all type of good famous motherfuckers I know about. I would have never known about. I know about some motherfuckers I shouldn't even know about. What was the use of me knowing them? What did they do? But we know them. And the same reason why we liked them is becoming the same reason why a lot of people is disliking them. And that's bad for business. You know that. When that happens, you out of there. You don't have no more cheerleaders. Nobody's saying a prayer for you. Nobody's saying a prayer for them. You know, ain't nobody saying I want to be like them. That shit over with. They done gave the cartel such a bad name in the United States of America. Their image is so fucked up in the United States. The moment you think of cartel, you think of trafficking, drugs, kidnaps. You have not a, you don't think of nothing beautiful. Say it to yourself. You ain't gonna come up with a beautiful thought. And they might be some of the nicest people you ever met in your life. Okay? They might be generous, loving, caring. You ain't taking no chance to find out, though. The image that they have in America is crazy. For the last some odd years, they've been the face of human trafficking. Literally, let me say that again. They have been the face of trafficking human bodies while they're still alive. Okay, they have been the face. They probably ain't even the ones. It's probably all these goddamn it. Hold on, let me go back. It's probably all these going Satanists. But right now, the cartel, the face of it. You the face of whole children just disappearing. Motherfucker turn back around, child gone. You the face of that. People done cried. You can't imagine the tears they done cried. You the face of that. And so that's the image that they have in the United States of America. There's some way, shape, form, or fashion that they involved in all of it. And so don't nobody care right now. You know? They steady saying they fucking with people on vacations and shit. Ain't nobody paying all that money to go over there and be talking about some man cartel done did this. Nah, man, look, it's time for you guys to pack it up, man. All right. I mean, we know it's gonna be a fight, but at the end of the day, you know, you guys lost home court advantage. You killed that when you didn't keep your word. When you formed them cartels down there in them southern countries, they was meant to be formed to help the people. You know, the rural areas, the ones that the government that y'all said was selling y'all out, selling out the country's resources, you know, to Big Brother. Selling the good soil in y'all land and the tourist destinations, the good parts of the land, the beach and ocean areas. And them cartels were supposed to be there to make sure people ate and had, you know, things went swell for the average man and woman out there in them countries. Now we talking about when these cartels first started developing now, not yesterday. And it's supposed to be there to protect. The same way our gangs told us that in the United States. You remember that? When the gangs were supposed to be there to protect? And now, you need protection from them? Same thing. There's nothing different. Now you got to get protection from the people who said they was there to help protect you in the community. It's the same thing in these cartel countries. Now the people need somebody to help them fight against the same people that said they was there to protect them. And so you lost home court advantage. And at this point, they so hot. There's just a matter of time. They're gonna drop a couple bounties, put some money up, offer some citizenships. You know, people love citizenships. Ain't nothing like a good citizenship. And they'll start getting them. Because now they're not trying to lock them up like that. It's a different ball game. You see what I'm saying? It's a different ball game. They ain't just trying to lock you up. They hoping y'all make the wrong move so they can wipe you out. They hoping you do. They don't even want to house y'all no more. House these people. They don't want to get them 3 hots in the cot. They're like, these motherfuckers that made millions. They ain't opened up a school. They ain't did shit worth bragging about. Sitting up there with all these 4x4 goddamn trucks and fucking silk shirts and fucking giraffes and gold belt buckles and diamond. Man, if you don't get your ass up out of here, y'all was supposed to be there for the peoples. Same way with the gangs. Supposed to be there for the people. Motherfucker pulling up box Chevys, 30s and Volts, 24-inch rims spinning. Wait a minute. This wasn't what it was about. You selling these drugs. You weren't supposed to be selling these drugs to try to come around and outshine your fellow brother. We thought you had a plan. You know, so I didn't call the cops on you when I seen you standing out there. You know, we thought you had a plan, you know, so we ain't lean on you like that. But we see that the plan was just to do what the ones before you did. Just take advantage of the people. You know, so the cartel lost home court advantage. Who can they run to? Because they sure can't run down in Argentina. Better not go down there. Let me see. A couple questions in there. Read this. Dependent on AI already doesn't mean this road should go through. People are very dependent on artificial intelligence. You know, it's not just for entertaining purposes anymore. No, it's livelihood. I just seen somebody bug up the other day over a phone. No lie. I'm talking about just seeing this man go nuts over a phone. I'm not saying that, you want to justify by being upset if his phone come up miss. I'm not saying that. But it's the it's the realizing that my livelihood is on here and I have to go through might have to go through so much, you know, to redeem and get things back in order. And if you don't got everything saved properly, that's why you're supposed to be on top of your business and have everything properly saved, so they can easily redeem it. But some people, just the thought of them having to go through that and somebody else having their information and all of that, they just bug up because it's so their livelihood is attached to these phones now. And once they give you the digital ID, they damn near for sure make sure that it's attached to you. Okay, for instance, let me give you this. How can I go to how can and this for me, you know, how can I go to Planet Fitness to work out and properly enter, you know, without my phone? Because your little entry barcode, membership card is attached to the app on your phone. And so if you don't have your phone, guess what you gotta go do? You gotta get your identification, get them your ID so they can look you up, see if that's you. You see what I'm saying? And so you can go by that way if you want to keep doing it every time you go to the gym. Yeah, you can do that. And so everything's attached. Once they give you the digital ID, if that's your driver's license, how you not gonna have your phone with you? You need your driver's license. You probably can still carry the card if you got one, but in time they gonna phase that out. They might still offer it to some degree to still have a card, but at some point that shit gonna get phased out. They don't give a fuck if they gotta give you a phone. They'll give you one. They'll tell you, come down here, we'll give you a phone, man. Fuck that shit. You gotta be in the system, bro. There's no if and what buts about it. This is how things have to go. We have to track you. You don't have any phone, we can't track you. We can't listen to you. We can't see you. That's what an omnipresence does. AI has to be able to do all the things that God can do with you as well here on earth, though, in the physical way. More than a physical interaction. I will be just like the Most High. That's what the enemy of God said. The people are definitely attached to this AI. It's everything, It is, honestly, truly, it is. It has become a force to reckon with. All the new type of vehicles automatically come with it. Well, digital ID, it's just to make sure that you keep a device with you. Like I told you, God gave you a soul, AI gives you a phone. This phone is the equivalent to AI giving you a soul. To God giving you a soul. Okay, so they said if you believe in it, if you believe you have a soul, of course I hope you do. And basically, we describe it, or we like to describe it as a light. Like it's a light inside of us. It's our soul. Well, we are just a piece of a bigger light, which a lot of us would say the creator, the most high God. We come from God. So we smaller versions of what God is. You know, this phone is your small version. Okay? You get what I'm saying? This is your soul. This is what AI is giving you. This is that part that everybody has. Everybody has a soul that's alive, right? They want everybody alive to have a phone or a piece of intelligent machinery, or a piece of machinery or mechanism that's intelligent compatible, that AI can host and operate through, meaning see and hear or see. It'll take either or. Okay, because AI read lips, if you ain't know. AI reads facial expressions and all that. But nevertheless. And so that's how that has to be ran. And so this phone is like artificial intelligence sold to you. It's the first initial, it's what brings life to artificial intelligence. When you're a person that first encounters artificial intelligence in a state of where you can interact and control it. It's your phone, your tablet. When you give them kids that first device, you give them that phone. It's on from there. They start interacting with it and looking at little stuff, and it's that first introduction. It's it's that first piece of device where they can have that one-on-one with the omnipresence known as AI. And so that phone or that tablet is that piece of machinery that links. It's that link. Ours is a soul with God. Well, AI is that first piece of intelligent machinery device that you give to that child. They can give them that one-on-one. They can sit back and start enjoying. Give that little baby that phone. Give that child that phone. You sit back. That child will be laughing and doing all type of stuff. So that's why everyone must have a phone. They give it to you. They give it to you for free. It ain't gonna be the best quality, but you'll have one. It's a must that you have it. They want to know everything about you. I tried to go buy a pair of shoestrings the other day. Can I have your email? You want my email just so I can buy some shoestrings? I just want some shoestrings and some boot cleaner, some suede cleaner. And you want my email. I said, I don't have an email. She told she told the other girl? It was two young ladies. Still young ladies. She told the other young lady? She was like, he a weirdo. She like, he a weirdo. Because I didn't want to give her no email for some damn shoestrings and suede cleaner. I'm like, no, come on now. Look, we're not finna do that. I just want my product. No. Straight up. But they want, they need to know everything about you, man. I'm like, damn, why you how they treat us. Locked us in, y'all. So they're gonna be filling a lot of these jobs with, that's another thing. The cartel provide the funds that the cartel, the money that the cartel makes and stuff like that, and they put out there. It allow a lot of people not to have to get a job, which means somehow, some way, you're not paying Uncle Sam no taxes. I know a lot of people ain't had to work for years and years and decades who was in tune with the cartels and they never paid no taxes. How long you think that shit gonna last? Nah, in this new system, you gotta pay. Cause like I told you, a lot of what you're dealing with now is not natural. It wasn't designed. What you're dealing with, a lot of the products that you're dealing with now is not in their natural state. So you're not dealing with God's God's design. You're still dealing with God's creation because every to the smallest of minerals is of God. So no matter if you try to go and re-engineer, it's still of God. But the design can be changed. Yes, that can. Just the design. And so a lot of what you taking in now is not of God's design. Naturally, you're taking in the artificial synthetic of it or re-engineering form, and so they control that because they created it, that design. And so when they control it, you know how they go. Let's see what you said. You said I need weed. I hear you. Go to Detroit, Michigan. I thought I went to Buffalo, Michigan. Man, I pulled up. Man, I thought it was like the Las Vegas of dispensaries. I said, God damn. And they all had their own little themes. Just like the Vegas hotels and everything. Yes, it's definitely up to my surveillance state. Yeah, we definitely going into a surveillance state though. China already there. America kind of is too. The thing about America is, it's like they like to push people to ask for things, ask for your demise. Ask to be um to be put under heavier surveillance or for us to have a tighter grip on you. Ask for it. So you can never, it's like they play this game with us like, they set us up, they create the problem, and then they come in with a solution. It's an order out of chaos type of situation. Like, y'all allowed the cartels to run crazy in the United States for years. For years. You could have been shut this shit down. At least had it a lot better than you did over the last decades. But they chose to let the cartel do them. And now they want to come out and be able to, give a solution now to the problem that they allowed to be a problem in the first place. It wasn't even a problem. You allowed it to be a problem. When nobody thinking about no goddamn cocaine in those 60s and 50s and all that shit. You allowed it to be a problem. And now you want to call, we got a solution now. I'm sure you do. So they like to play that little game. Let people, okay, we need y'all, yeah, get rid of them. We tired of them. And then here they come to save the day. But while they doing that, it's like we always lose something as the people. We just don't realize it until we lost it. And then we like doing that situation. Just like with 9/11. We ain't do nothing about 9. We ain't do that. But how much rights and privacy did we lose? We not the ones that knocked down the buildings. But we the ones that have to go through all the extra measures and all the, you know, now our privacy is at, it's kind of shaky because we understand you trying to make it seem like, oh, it's for safety reasons. But at the same time, all you're doing is just really spying on your citizens. You know them people ain't over here like that. Oh, we need it everywhere. We need it here, there. You know that many people ain't over here like that. You know that shit. And so they back us up into a corner like, do you choose safety or privacy? And when you start thinking about your children and family, of course you're going to choose safety. So when you choose safety, you lose privacy. You lose some rights. You know? There you go. You lose some rights and you lose some privacy. And you don't never get them back. That's the crazy part when you're dealing with these people. They're not returning nothing. Once they take it, it's gone. What happened with the digital ID can't be used? Optimize. We already did that. Yeah, we already there. Was that Kev Dog? Yeah, we already there. It's kind of nothing, you know. It's almost nothing. What can we really do, you know? So they didn't already locked us in. And from out of this cartel, all this that they doing with the cartel, we finna lose some more privacy and rights somewhere. Because they're gonna tell us to prevent them from being able to reform and come back and, and try to gather themselves back together and make a comeback. These different laws and policies and different security measures need to be in place to make sure that we never have to deal with the cartel again in that way, shape, form, and fashion. And so people gonna be like, yeah. And you're gonna lose something. Yeah, you got rid of the cartel, but what did you lose to get rid of them? I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and tell the American people. We might have to go cashless, y'all. We might have to go cashless if we want to stop the cartel. We need to go cashless. We need to go cashless if we want to stop them. Money is their source of power. If we want to stop them, we need to go cashless. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't say that one day within the next few years. It wouldn't shock me at all. I'll just start laughing. We're trying to stop them, folks, but we can't stop them unless we go cashless. I can see people now. You know what? I don't use cash no more anyway. Forget it. Let's do it. That'd be the end of your end. Once they take that cash away, man, it's gonna be hard on them. It's gonna be hard on us as a society. You can't get out of pocket. You see how they be doing the rappers? Soon as the rappers say something stupid, they lock their bank accounts. Soon as they get into a situation, they freeze their bank accounts. Immediately. They freezing your bank account so fast, man. Nah, I'm cool. I gotta always be able to touch some cash, man. Period. I don't want no cashless society. Sometimes you just want to slide a cup. Hey, dog, you cut my grass right quick. What you want? You know, I don't want no fucking AI all in my business. Gotta wire motherfucker some money and all that. Come on, man. I ain't finna do all that. Not all the time. Don't get me wrong. Having the option to pay by card or something like that, or your phone, it's cool as well too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't like carrying cash. A lot of people ain't, they like they're not what really were trying to, they don't want to get hurt out here in these streets trying to have some cash on them and somebody seeing with the cash and they ain't really built like that. And, they get hurt trying to over a few dollars, so they figure it'd probably be safer just to use the card. And I understand that. That's where they get us though. Like I said, that safety and convenience. Safety and convenience always hurt us. They use that against us. Safety and convenience. Remember that. Don't never forget that. Safety and convenience. If they can convince you that it's going to be safe and convenient, you gone. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm gone. Safe and convenient? Who don't like safe and convenient? All you got... Look, if you could throw profitable in there with it, shit, ain't a human being on earth that ain't going to go. Safe, convenient, and profitable? Come on now. So if they can break it down to us that we'll benefit from it financially, it'll be safe, and it'll be convenient, they can get us. And so that's the angles that they try to work us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was all the having cash is buying power. Only representation of that. Absolutely. I'd rather have cash. If we talking about I don't be in this system anyway, the system has engulfed us all. It has us. We all in the system. We all, for the most part, purchase services and goods, the same way through the system. The way the system is designed. Paying taxes the way you pay the taxes. The type of currency that they say that only can be accepted. And in the way that it can be accepted, we all honor and abide by that in the system. Okay, cool. And if I gotta choose a way that I like to get my services and goods in this system, I'd rather use cash. I'll take my chances, with the robbers and all that shit. It is what it is. I take my chance. I don't never want us to lock us down like that. Some of our children will never see their checks. You know how, like, when my great-grandmother was alive, when she used to work, she used to go to the foreman. She used to make picture frames. She used to work for a company that made picture frames. And
She used to go to like the little table, I guess, of the foreman, and they paid them in cash. Took the little tax money out. They had the little accountant guy there do the accountant guy already had it all mapped out, and they paid them in cash. And then you fast forward a little bit, and my grandparents, that was my great grandparents I was talking about at first. Then my grandparents, they receiving their money in checks. You know. Then you fast forward to my parents. They receiving their money in checks. But here comes the debit and credit cards. Different forms of being able to buy goods and services. And then when I come, no, with them was the credit card. Then when I come, here come the debit card. And so if you don't have good credit, you can still get this debit card that would allow you to be able to still do a lot of the things that you wouldn't be able, that you could do with a credit card, even though you don't have one. For example, you can buy things online. So a debit card also gives you an opportunity to purchase things online because now you have some form of electronic payment or finances. And so that debit card opened up a nice little window. It allowed a lot. But also, when you get to the generation, as you going on to my generation, at some point in time they come with that you can get your checks direct deposit. And so now children nowadays, the average person gets their check direct deposit from their place of employment. They never really ever touch the money. If they don't go in and get some money out the bank, they don't never touch the money. And if they don't have no street habit, like what will you be the use of you touching the money? Like I used to go get, some people get cash because they might buy weed off the street or some substance. Some people might go to strip clubs. Or, somebody come over, cut their grass, they pay them in cash. Okay, stuff like that. But a lot of the youth now, like, some of these, they don't never even see the money. They don't never see the cash. That shit get straight direct deposit. All they do is pay everything with their card. Everything. It's like, damn. Like, shit. You self-engineering yourself not to never see cash. They almost like helping to push the process of everybody accepting it to be a cashless society. It's like they take them small steps. Like, they don't mind taking them steps. That's why I say some of these motherfuckers must live forever, man. Because how can you have such a plan in motion knowing that you're not going to be around and see this plan be fulfilled? And you're going to dedicate your life. So they are dedicated to this plan. No matter who's around. And that's when I came to realize, it's not about the individuals. It's about the plan. The plan ain't changing. They don't care who's sitting in that seat. This train is rolling. No if and what buts about it. You are going into a cashless society. They said, let us be slick right quick. Let us get that penny. Just for good measures. Just to show you. Snatch the penny come next year. No more pennies. And Like I told you, once they attack this cartel, they play a big part of a lot of loose money, untrackable money being out here in the Americas. They got to break down the cartel a little bit. Yeah, they get it to a cashless society within 10 years. You got the Eddies. What the fuck is that? Zach. Zach. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. Before long, they be trying to pull some old fake alien invasion ass motherfucking encounter shit. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yo, OMG. Be looking for that too. Yeah, they are. They definitely pulling that. Remember they say all them orbs and shit was in there. It's orbs and it's UFOs coming out the ocean and man, if y'all don't stop it, man, stop. Ain't nothing coming out no ocean. Ain't no orbs, nothing. I keep telling people like, man, the orbs here to save us. Man, ain't nobody stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta do it ourselves. As human beings. We gotta realize that we God's creation, we God's children, and we fighting against God's enemy here on earth. This is the battleground. Ain't no fight nowhere. Ain't nowhere else. Everything is happening right here. Okay? All the focus is right here on earth. They just got you looking everywhere else. But nobody's going there. You see what I'm saying? No one is going there. You can't get there. Why are you focused on that? Who gives a fuck about Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune, and Pluto, Uranus? Who gives a fuck about another galaxy, another dimension? Your parents ain't never been to another dimension. Your grandparents ain't never been to another fucking dimension or planet. Your great-grandparents ain't never been to another planet or dimension or galaxy. And neither are you. You do all this focusing somewhere else, you lose what you have. You don't use it, you lose it. This is your greatest possession, Earth. These people have shown you that there's nothing that you can't get and produce from the earth. Look at all the wonders that they used, that they didn't built to use against you. I want to say that again. Look at all the wonderful things they have built to use against you from your earth. This shit didn't come from outer space or no third dimension. The materials to make a phone, to make a car or a jet or a helicopter or atomic bomb, switches and 30 clips and Tomahawk missiles and radar and sonic and lasers, and this stuff didn't get these materials and the things that it takes to build these mechanisms didn't come from nowhere else. It come from right here on Earth. This is home turf. From your socks to your hat. What it took or takes to make has come from the earth. Hell, if you go by the Bible, even you. As far as your flesh. So what's the use of looking all around? Oh, I'm going to third dimension. They say it's another sun out there. It's two more. Who gives a damn? These people done trapped us in the web. They trying to trap us so much that they said, look here. We finna trap y'all so much that we finna knock out the motherfucking cartel. Do you hear me? We finna knock out the cartel. We finna show you this ain't no game. Everybody who ain't in this system got to go. You gonna be labeled as a terrorist. You gonna be labeled as a threat. You gonna be labeled as everything the movie said you was gonna be labeled as when you try to go against the new establishment. Led and operated by the omnipresent known as artificial intelligence. Okay? In this new world order, the God is artificial intelligence, people. It's the omnipresent. It's the artificial omnipresence. Because you're going into an artificial world. You won't communicate the same no more. You won't spend the same no more. You won't buy the same no more. You won't collect the same no more. Everything is hooked up to AI now. And it runs everything off numbers. It makes it easier for it. That's why in the Matrix, when Neo went up to dude who was sitting at the computer, he said, man, he was looking at all them numbers. He said, what's that? It was all them numbers on the screen. He said, oh, that's people's. And Neo was thinking like, okay, people are numbers? But he's not realizing that this guy is operating, he has hacked into a division of artificial intelligence system. So he's seeing things the way that artificial intelligence sees it. But Neo is not understanding that at first. Artificial intelligence only sees you as a number. Now, don't get it twisted. The surveillance of artificial intelligence, which is that all-seeing eye, it sees your presence, your figure. It know who you are. It got pictures of you. But I'm saying you as a person, you're a number. You identify. You're easier to be recognized. You're easier to compute. It's easier to compute you as a number than it is as anything else. I label you as a number, I have less care for you probably too. You know, you're just a number. No love, you know. Taxes and enjoy. Hold on, let me read that. Buzz is too long for our lifetime away. You said androids? The problem. Wait. They coming from space right now. Oh, not yet, but it's close. Yeah, but already. Shit. I'm sorry to tell you, ain't nobody coming. You know, and I'm saying that with all respect. Ain't nobody coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know, you are having an you are having an organic experience. It doesn't work like that. You are having a earthly experience. It's an organic one. No one is interfering. You are facing what was released onto the earth to make your experience what it is. And that force or that energy that was released onto the earth to give your, or if you wanted to put it in a assimilation form, that data or whatever that was released into it is negativity, is bad, evil. So I'm gonna say the devil, Satan. That's part of your earthly experience. It's figuring out how to deal with this. There's nobody coming to save. It ends when you leave the earth. You know, our parents thought somebody was gonna save. I can go back again. Our grandparents, our parents, every generation thought somebody was coming. You just another one. And there would be a one after you. And then there'd be another one after them. And that's where they get us. Because they sold us the notion that it was someone coming, which buys them time to build up under our nose. Because we always thinking that it can go the way it go. Let it go. It's part of the plan. Because it has to be at this point for us to receive the Savior. But when you get to that point and you locked in and you like, okay, come on, Savior. And then you being hauled off and no one comes. They tricked you. You know, pay attention to your Bible. It told you you're dealing with the great deceivers. All right? You're dealing with the great deceivers now. You go waiting for somebody and you don't prepare because you thinking somebody finna come and do the work for you when they putting in work to trap you. Ain't they not building? Aren't they not building the system to trap you in? So you do little resistance because you think you got a savior coming. And so when they finally get you and you be like, damn, they got us. How did they get us? They got you because they used the time that you thought. They used the time that you thought somebody was going to be coming to figure out how to destroy you. And was working on it and putting forth the action to do so while you were still waiting. That's all that's going to happen. Ain't nobody, you have everybody here that you need. Who you looking for? You're looking for Jesus? Jesus is already here. If that's who you looking for, whoever you looking for, they already here. Didn't I just tell you everything that these people have built on this earth to use against you? They got from the earth, and you standing your feet on the earth as well. You had the same ability, we had the same abilities. But we keep thinking somebody finna come save us and do it. When they know better. So what they doing? They out here building against us. They done built a whole motherfucking omnipresence. They done been recognizing, checking our face out. Look what they been doing to us. Studying the hell out of us. Think they studying rocks and insects. They not studying them motherfucking rocks. They studying you. No. I'm sorry. This would be a great time for that person to come on get here. They doing it, you know, they working on us. They got us on every angle. Nobody coming, man. Shit, we already got our save. It's us. We just gonna have to go through a few things right quick because they got people so divided. It'd be like pulling a tooth from a dragon, trying to get the people of today right now at this point in time to understand what we facing. There's gonna have to be some destruction, and then you're gonna have to be amongst those individuals that survive. To be honest, you're gonna have to go through a lot. No, you just can't wake the people up like that. There's been too much. They damaged a lot of people in so many ways and turned so many people against each other. Just look at the gangs, for example. I can't go out there and stand with one of them. Them gang banging motherfuckers can't go out there and stand with each other. Too much blood been spilled. They could never trust each other. You know? You done killed my brother, and now you think me and you finna go out and motherfucking shoot up, you know, go against some robots or some shit like that, or establishment. No. They'll never trust each other. There's some black and white people that'll never deal with each other. It's some women that can't stand men guts. It's some men that can't stand women. It's some people that can't stand gay people. It's some gay people that can't stand straight people. It's some rich people that can't stand the poor, vice versa. Hell, it's some dog lovers and cat lovers that dislike each other. You know? So they done created so many ways of division amongst the human being. You know it. I done got caught in them situations where I was disliking somebody without even knowing them before. You know, I had to shake those waves. That's some of the most dangerous ways you can adapt. You can take on upon yourself. Is trying to dislike somebody without fucking knowing them. If you got that in your heart, drop that shit. Now, I will say this. I do have certain... let me see. I do observe people of different cultures and things like that, and look for certain things until shown otherwise. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't hold them to that. I let them show who they are. It is what it is. We're trying to dislike somebody going further in the future for who they are, was born as, ain't gonna get you far when you going against what we possibly could be facing. Let me see. When you're talking about a water powered biometric AI humanoid, see, that's why I tell people about AI. They never put nothing before AI. It's always comes after, because AI is one system. Now you gotta think about this. United States using AI, China using AI, Russia using AI, Australia using AI, Mexico using AI, all these countries, Japan using AI, Israel using AI. All these countries using AI. But AI is only one source of energy. You never hear where we using different divisions of AI. It's AI South or some shit like that. It's always just AI because it's one source of energy. So I'm like, how's all these countries using the same source of energy, but they claiming to be against one another? So where's this source of energy located at? It's got to be a location. I believe it's a mother computer. I believe they all running off a mother computer. But now AI wants it wants a body now. It's tired of being your phone. It's tired of being your laptop. It's tired of being your little Apple Watch. They want to come out and walk amongst you. And so now they're in the process of building these water powered humanoids. For what though? What the fuck is you building this for? What is he build? What are you building this for? For what? When I see this, what come across my mind? It's like they trying to tell God, look, I told you I'd do better. On real, like, man. Like I told God, like they telling God, like, see, I'll be just like the Most High. Hold on, let me see. What you said? They always do that when they want distracted. Shit. What the fuck? What was that? Aliens don't exist. I know damn aliens exist. Oh, the AI robot to help you household chores. Yeah, I seen that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Remember when that AI robot, them AI robots in China started just snapping out in that laboratory? Well, it was just one robot. He just started going crazy. He just started swinging and shit. He just started fighting the engineers. You have to think of this for a moment. Okay, so they have a robot, and you got two engineers in there working on them. This robot is designed to clean. So his job is to do basic cleaning stuff. He was designed to clean. His programming is supposed to back up, enables him to understand that he's there to clean and what he's supposed to do and properly do it. That's how his programming is. How do you start fighting? How do your program pick up the ability to start fighting if your program doesn't carry that? If you buy a fan and or a toaster or anything, and it's only designed to do this, and then it started doing something else, it has stepped outside of its programming. Okay? If you buy something and the programming is only to clean, wash windows, sweep the floor, mop, dust, clean the dishes type stuff, take out the garbage, vacuum, there's no way in the world I should see you doing exercises. Okay? I shouldn't come upstairs and see you doing jumping jacks. Your programming doesn't support that. So why was this android able to start fighting if his programming was for something else? Sometimes you can't let a good example go unnoticed. Okay? Sometimes you get that little window. God throw you one. And I take it as letting me know that any given time something can control these robots and rearrange, alter their programming, and give them ability at any given time to be able to fight. Look it up. It was in China. I think it was in China, yeah. One over there. Robot goes, just look up, Android goes crazy on two engineers. But it wasn't designed to fight. How you know Kung Fu? Okay? You're not designed to fight. Your programming don't support that. You're only supposed to be able to do, if you're going to go chaotic, if you're going to go haywire, you only go haywire in your programming. Which means, you know what he should have been doing real fast? He should have been acting like he was mopping real fast. Or he should have been acting like he was cleaning the window and just going everywhere, Or should have been acting like he was dusting and it started dusting your face. It shouldn't have been punching you and throwing elbows and kicks and knees like it's in the UFC. It should have just been wiping you off like it was folding your motherfucking clothes, but folding you while you in the clothes. Like trying to fold your shirt while you still in the shirt. Like, God damn, hold on, man, I'm in the shirt. That's going haywire within your programming. But when you sitting there coming up with a new programming to go, hey, no. That means somewhere, somewhere down the line, somebody can control you. You know, hacking programming. Hacked by who? Shit, AI?
Oh shit. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, that's my take, man, for the night. Keep your eye on this right here. I think this the beginning of the end for the cartel. Like I said, it's not an overnight thing. Um, but I do believe that, the well has run dry. That's all. It's common sense approach. Everybody enjoy their night.